Yes! Welcome, everyone. My name is Ivy Ramirez, and with me is my co-creator, Marlene Gamble. And this is another episode of Fuck Customer Service.
You know what?
What?
I'm about to fuck up a hoe. I'm about to beat a bitch.
That escalated quickly. What happened?
Yeah, dude, you don't even know. Okay, I'm in like mama bear mode. I just want to take a swing at everybody right now.
What happened?
Okay, listen. It started off wonderful. We got up in the morning, got dressed for school, no headaches, no arguments. Just, hey, Mom, I'm hungry. Okay, get dressed. I'll get your food. Boom, magic. Fucking leave it to Beaver. There's a table full of food. What do you want to eat?
Yeah.
Send him on his way. Kay, love you. Pick you up in a little bit. Go. As far as I'm concerned, it's the teacher's job from there on in. They're inside those gates, right?
Yeah.
That's their job. I'm off duty. I'm over here in the parking lot talking with one of the moms. I'm happy that I'm making adult friends, you know?
Yeah.
Swapping recipes. Okay, that's a start. Good relationship. Great. I get a phone call not 10 minutes later. I don't even know if it was 10 minutes. I don't even think I was out there that long.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I'm over here thinking, okay, when the teacher calls, it's like, oh my God, what happened?
Right.
You know, did he get in a fight? Can he breathe? He has asthma. Is he breathing okay? Did something happen? Did he hurt himself? What could possibly happen within 10 minutes of dropping him off? So she calls me and says, Miss Gamble? I was like, yes. Here's William. I'm like, oh God, what happened? And then I can hear her. Tell her why you're in trouble. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, he got in trouble. What, did he cuss somebody out? You know, like mom brain.
Right.
And he's like, I didn't charge my laptop last night. And I'm like, oh shit, he did tell me and I forgot. We went to an art class the night before. We had a lot of things, activities, and it just fell through the cracks of things that needed to be done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, we forgot. I'm sorry. I'm like, so you're calling me because I need to come back and get the laptop and charge it for you?
Right.
And then I hear the teacher grab the phone and say, no, we're calling you to let you know that he's not going to get recess.
What the fuck?
I'm like, oh, okay. Like, how is that my problem?
Right.
It's like what can be accomplished by this this phone call? Like what? And then I could hear William, I don't want to lose a recess. Like he wasn't yelling at her. He wasn't like mad. I get like if he was like cussing her out or like,
yeah.
You know.
Well, like not even that,
like,
but like just the way that it, like she's giving the phone to him saying, tell her why you're not getting recess. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's that type of like, you're licensed educated professional. How is the way that you're coming about this in any way professional? Like we're adults here.
A licensed educator. You're not a fucking babysitter. You're trained in how to handle children. So you're calling me to let me know that my son is missing recess?
But first of all, and it's like, okay, but over charging a laptop? Like, do they not, like, okay, so they use the laptop all day? Is that what happens?
From my understanding, I think they do.
And how does that last all day? At some point or another, you have to have a charger. So either you charge it now or you charge it later. You're gonna need a charger. What's the point? What's the difference here? I'm failing to connect the dots to why now your son is losing recess and why this teacher thought it was her fucking duty to call you all enraged and then scold him like in front of the other kids or whatever. Just
I hope the other kids weren't there. I mean, I hope she didn't have them fucking lined up and been like, okay, I'm gonna call your parent next.
She probably did.
I mean, that
she probably did.
She probably did. But I mean, that's fucked up because yeah, I'm more level-headed. Like, okay, that's not really a great big deal. I'm like, did he like cuss you out? Like, is that why I'm getting a phone call? Like, right. Did you say you're gonna lose recess? And he's like, well, fuck you, bitch. You know? I'm like,
fuck you, bitch.
I'm like, then okay, you know? I mean, yeah, that's probably
Nancy,
my
dude.
fault.
This is Nancy.
Fuck
Nancy.
This is fucking Nancy. This is his Nancy. I fucking swear. Okay, but I mean, if he's dropping F-bombs, okay, I get it. You know, I got a sailor mouth. I'm sorry. You know, I'll pick him up. What do you need me to do? What did we get from that besides stressing him out for the rest of the fucking day, thinking that he's going to get an ass whooping when he gets home?
All right.
I'm not, you know, bashing her because she took away recess. This is more about, like, the professionalism of it. Like, okay, so you're going to call me if he stays too long in the bathroom? Or, like, you know, wanders off, or he asked for extra drink, or, like, what? Is he allowed to have an extra juice?
Can he breathe?
What's the next phone call?
Can he breathe?
Can he breathe today?
Is it okay if he breathes?
Basically.
This is like how I was saying before, where you have people that they're calling companies and it's like they forget phone etiquette. Like it just suddenly slipped their mind and they do not understand how to communicate with people on the phone. And it's like, okay, hi, I'm an adult. You're an adult. Let's have a conversation. You obviously called me because you need something. And how do you think that I'm going to want to help you by you chewing me out?
Right.
You check your emotions. I'll go ahead and drink some coffee or go grab a snack or whatever the fuck I'm doing, because I'm not going to encourage this energy. And we'll come back as the adults that we are and have a conversation. How about that? Let me put you on hold real quick.
Oh, no. The best part of it was that she handed the phone back to William and said, "Tell your mother bye."
Oh, no, she did. Oh, my God.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, is that like a bye or like, bye, bitch? Because you didn't get the reaction you wanted out of me? Like, what was I supposed to say? I'm gonna whoop your ass when you get home. Or was it like, because I said so, what do you want me to do? Pick it up and charge it for you? Or like what?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, he's just missing his recess. I'm like, okay, so basically that's a you problem. Like, why are you fucking bothering me, calling me up for this shit? That's you and him. You guys had an arrangement. Charge your laptop. You didn't do it. You lose this. Yeah. Why are you dragging me into this so I could hear you berate my child? I mean, it took every ounce of fucking, I don't even know what to say, like just every ounce of willpower that I had to fucking get in the car and drive away. I was still at the school when this phone call happened, but at the same time, you know, the level of rage that I had, I better just get in the car and come home and water my plants and try to feng shui my soul.
By the way, not to say that violence is the answer. Right. You got to be able to discern those moments and know when it's like, all right, I've tried to be respectful with you and like you're still not understanding. I need to now, you're pushing me up against the wall and I need to push back at this point.
Exactly. And I mean, when you're dealing with these fucking teachers too, they put on like this happy face, like, you know, oh, everything's fine, everything's good.
That's like Black Friday, like a couple years ago, where I'm telling my supervisor, like, dude, I'm like really tired of some of these calls that are coming in because it's like they're just like nonsense calls. They're not real calls. So I'm telling him this. I'm communicating this to him. And so he's like, okay, cool. Like, so the next call that you get, just send it to me. Like, if you feel out that it's going to be like some nonsense call, then just send it to me. And I'm like, okay, communication. Okay. I get the next call. Sounds like it's some bullshit. I send it to him. Cool. I'm over here moving on to the next call. I'm like, I put myself on break for a little bit, I think, and then I took another call. And then as I'm in the middle of this other call, he's like sending me a message back saying, how is this a bullshit call? And I'm like, what? First of all, I'm in the middle of another call now, talking to somebody else, like trying to pay attention to what they're saying and deal with them. And you completely shifted my focus now to you. Like, yeah. Have the fucking decency to stop, like pause, wait until they're off the call and say, hey, can you just like come over to the office for a second? Like, let's talk about this. And like, let's unpack how this could have been handled differently. We're being respectful. We're using our words. We're da-da-da. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have an actual, like, you're in a position where you can impart wisdom on your employees and have this be a learning moment. Do that. in the correct way. Use the proper communication techniques that they teach you in management to handle this shit. I wasn't coming off as I'm better than, or I'm like above this and I'm not able to do my job. It was like, we had the fucking conversation prior to, I'm feeling stressed. I need a break. I feel like the next call I'm going to need to give to you because I can't. I need to detach right now. If I'm telling you that as an employee, that to me warrants some sort of leeway.
Right.
Like, you already know I'm on edge, bro. I've said this to you.
Yeah, like, you need a second to just regroup or just...
Right. So, like, I just...
get your mind in the right frame. And it's like, dude, yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, I okay. And I couldn't in that moment because I was already, like, you know, up here. I couldn't fucking with that. Like, I literally, I broke into tears a little bit because I was just like, oh my God, dude, what the fuck? Like, I'm the type of person that if I'm upset, I just cry. Like, when I'm so fucking upset, I just cry. Not because I'm a little bitch and I'm like in my head all depressed, like, oh, everybody hates me. Like, you don't understand the rage that I feel inside. My God. I just, it is taking, like you said, every bit of my fucking being to not blow up right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just comes out in tears. And so, like, I'm crying and I'm just like, okay. So... all right, so like I just, you know,
you shut down.
I shut down. I completely shut down. In that moment, like I completely shut down. And I couldn't move forward with the day and there was still like maybe 2 to 3 hours left. But I was just like, I can't, dude. Like this is some bullshit because I'm communicating with you. We're communicating. This is what this is about, bro. Like we're using our words like fuck, you know? And then like he talks to me like later, like a little bit later, and it's just like, all right, so we're going to move past this and we're going to move forward. It's like, no, motherfucker, we're not going to move past this because like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you could have handled that so much better, you know, like, and like, we're just supposed to just ignore it now because, you know, at least have the decency to say, you know what? I know you were stressed. I was also stressed. My boss came down on me and then I came down on you because that's what I found out what happened. His boss somehow in the short few minutes from when I passed him the call, somehow his boss came down on him about it. Why is you have one of your top performers like handing you calls like they're not even doing their job? Are you seriously like gonna let that fly? Like, I get it. If you're in a supervisor role, your boss comes down on you like that, you're gonna feel some type of way. I get it. But again, there is a way to fucking go about it, dude. There is a way to do that.
Right. So, and he should have just manned up and been like, no, I gave her the green light to just hand me the next call. It doesn't happen all the time. It won't happen again. She's got her head together now. Boom. And versus... you know, calling you out on it. Like, oh, how was that a shit call?
Especially in the middle of a fucking call. You could see this.
It's like you almost want to hang up and be like, what the fuck? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
It's like me and this fucking teacher. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You have the system on the board. You have red light, green light, yellow light, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't do his job. He knows. You're on the red light. You don't get recess.
Yeah. We say be decent because it's not about being all holier than thou and knowing fucking all the answers to everything. Like, no, like shit, like I said before, life is messy. You just have to get from point A to point B some fucking how, and that's just it. Like, you're trying to be the best version of yourself while respecting other people, and that's it. Like, just be decent.
Exactly. I mean, you have your social interactions, like your fucking... parents at school. You're like, hi, how you doing? Oh God, it's a beautiful morning. But you know that fucking kid that they have is like a terrorist and a fucking bully at school. You know that. Like, oh fuck, right. You're a shit human being. No, it's like, your God. Kid is a shit human being. Congratulations on that. And you keep walking. But I mean, until they give me the in, I'm not gonna go there. Anyways, and like fucking fake people, like at home. You can hear the fucking parties that they're having, but do they have the decency to come over and be like, hey, I'm gonna throw this awesome party. You want to come over? No. You have to listen to that shit through the walls, and then you're like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm calling the cops. Invite me next time, asshole. No. Anyways, so, but I mean, you have your interactions when you go dump the trash or, you pass in the hallway. You see them. The shit part is that they know you. Like, in passing. It's, good morning. How you doing? Not even how you doing. It's like, hey, good morning. Hey, how's it going? Hey,
Yeah.
good. All right, whatever. But then, like, you're coming in with a shit ton of groceries and they see you and they don't hold the floor even though that they live right next to you. Like, hold the fucking elevator. Hold the fucking elevator. I'm coming in. You know our asses don't fucking like to make 2 trips. You got your bags filled in your hands and you got veins popping out of your arms. And you're just like, fucking gung-hoing it out there like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then they're over there smashing the up button because they don't want to fucking wait for you.
Yeah.
Asshole people.
Somehow we made it from fake people to asshole people. It's just...
Yes, it's asshole people.
They're interchangeable. Those fucking people. The only time that's acceptable is if I'm a fucking killer. Like, if I'm a serial killer... And I'm like...
What if they think you are? What if your eye contact is so intense that they're like, no, fuck that. I've seen that movie.
If I'm wearing a full-on Freddy Krueger or Jason mask and I'm like gunning for that fucking elevator, sure, 100%. Mike Myers, push that fucking button and make sure I don't get to you. Correct. Do that.
I just want to like go into an apartment building and if like they're smashing that button, I just want to drop whatever I have and just like Terminator run like whoo, 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 and then stick my arm in there. Like, not today, motherfucker. I'm getting on this ride with you. And just stare at them the whole time. It's like those motherfuckers that don't return their cart. You're sitting there watching these people, and they're like, they even look around a little bit, like, I'm not going to do it. They pack their shit, and then they just curb hop that thing into the bushes. And it's like, motherfucker, it's like right across from you. Just walk it over. Walk it over.
Right.
Fucking hate that shit. Because then they leave, and then you have somebody who can't park right, and they don't want to hit the cars. And then so they over park, and then that's how you get the fucking double line parking, because one person doesn't want to hit carts, and then so they scooch over a little bit, and then the next person fucking scooches over a little bit, and then the next one, by the time you get over to the front one, somebody's double parking.
I actually never thought of that. I never thought of that, but that makes sense.
Yeah, they look like the fucking asshole, but in reality, it was the asshole that didn't fucking return the shopping cart 3 hours ago. Because somebody couldn't walk their jiggly ass back to the shopping cart return.
Yeah. Well, you know what the answer is to that, right?
Be decent.
No.
Return your shopping cart.
No.
Just kidding.
Job security. I don't agree with it, but you do have people that it's like...
I know, they make that claim of job security. Oh, well, it's job security. No, it's not job security. Their job is to go to the fucking cart return and then come back. That's where all the shit's supposed to be. So Junior over here, he's like thinking, holy shit, I still got to go clean the bathrooms. I still got to go stock up the shelves. I still got to go do this. Like the little things, probably take out the trash, probably do a bunch of little oddball things around the store that we don't think about. We only think that job security is probably for the shopping cart return. He's not fucking sitting at the fucking entrance waiting. Oh, I think I need to go get carts. No, he's fucking out there fucking cleaning the fucking bathrooms, probably wiping down the self-checkout things, and then your ass is shoving carts in the bushes and he can't fucking get them out.
Yeah.
There's always times where everything is just going wrong. Nobody's holding the door for you, or they're not returning their shopping carts, or you just have a shit day at school. But then, at the same time, there's also that equal balance of good days.
What's funny is like you almost don't want to jinx it, right? You almost wonder if it's too good to be true, and it's what I refer to them as like God glitches. This is happening right now, where like things are in your favor, and it's like just don't say anything, because that happened to me when I was in Las Vegas, and I had a cable for about 2 months. Like, it was ready to go. They just said, just turn it in, go to this, or turn it on, go to this website, whatever, boom, you're done. Just, plug it in. And I did that, and I had cable, I had internet. I'm over here going through my other bills. This is now 2 months later, and I still haven't gotten a bill from them. And I'm like, okay. But I, being the responsible adult that I am, I'm like calling the company like, are you guys, I'm cool, right? Like, am I behind? Was there some sort of like, I don't know, special that I wasn't aware of where I'm not going to be billed for like 3 months, because I haven't gotten a bill from you guys. Is everything cool? And they're like, yeah, no, everything's cool. And I was like, okay. I should have stopped there. First of all, I shouldn't have made that. I shouldn't have made that call. The minute they said we're cool, like, I should have been like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know why.
Yeah. You get off that phone. You done fucking told on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like sitting there after she says, yeah, no, we're cool. I'm like, are you sure? Like, are you sure? Do you mind like just like looking into that? Because I don't want to, again, like, I'm over here paranoid of getting shit either charged or turned off, which, either way, I don't want either to happen. So I'm like, can you just like check real quick though? Because I'm like, I'm not getting a bill, and I just want to make sure that I'm like paying you guys and everything's cool. She's like, well, I can just check one other place. Give me 1 moment and I'll put you on hold. Oh my God. When she came back, she says, oh, you know what? We actually did find it. This was set up in like you did a self setup or whatever. You're also, when you do that, you're also supposed to do like, there was this other step that you had to do, but in the system it doesn't catch it like that, and so it wasn't charging you. She legitimately says you were under the radar and you just had internet, but like now, and I'm like, oh my God, when she said you were under the radar, but like now, I was like, I don't want to hear the rest.
Now,
I don't want to hear the rest. I don't want to hear the rest of this conversation.
Yep. You told on yourself.
I was like, oh God, no. And she was like,
you just ghosted in there and you dropped the ball. Like, you should, like, oh, we're good? Okay, cool. All right, then. I'll call again next month.
No, I won't be calling back. I won't be calling back.
We had that, I know, we had that, like, thing, because I'll be like, you know what? I called several times, because I think they keep a record, right? Like, whenever you call or something, or you have, like, a question. Yeah. They call, and it's like, look, you can take mine. I called every month to say, am I good? And they said, yeah, I'm good. So, I'm good. When shit doesn't go your way, though, like, you have options, right? Like we said, you could fuel your anger or learn from it. And to me, there's these two quotes that stick out the most when it comes to how to conduct yourself in society, I guess you could say. One is by Ralph Waldo Emerson. That's like, do not go to where the path may lead. Go instead to where there is no path and leave a trail. And the other one is from Oscar Wilde, where it's like, most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions. Their lives a mimicry. Their passions a quotation. And so it's like, you just, don't, if Tom, Betty, and Sue are doing whatever it is with their kids or behaving in whatever way they're behaving, let them do that. You are going to conduct yourself in a way that is better and move forward with your life. You gotta know. Oh my God! Do not go into song. Do not go into song. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. Oh my God! Just be decent. Just be decent. Oh my God! You can't put my singing voice on there.